His name was Lin, and he was known across the village for something he wished wasn't true. He avoided tasks the way others avoided danger. While the other children trained, studied, or helped their families, Lin wandered through the fields, chasing dragonflies, skipping chores, and telling himself he would start tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. One quiet morning, after skipping yet another responsibility, Lin wandered beyond the village edge and found an old man seated beneath a massive cypress tree. His robe was simple, his posture perfectly still, and his presence felt as calm as a silent lake. It was Lao Tzu. Lin tried to walk past, but the old master opened his eyes and said, "Lin, why do you run from what you must become?" Lin froze. "I'm not running," he insisted. "I just never feel ready. Everything feels too big, too heavy." Lao Tzu stood, his movements slow and effortless. He gestured toward the towering mountain rising above the valley, crowned by a solitary temple. "Then come, you will climb with me." Lin's heart dropped. "All the way up there? But why?" "To learn that discipline isn't suffering," Lao Tzu said. "It is freedom." Reluctantly, Lin followed. The climb was brutal. The first steps were uneven, the next ones steep, and soon Lin's legs shook as though the mountain wanted to throw him back down. He winced, groaned, and complained at every turn. "This mountain hates me," Lin muttered. "No," Lao Tzu said. "It simply reveals what you have avoided." Halfway up, Lin collapsed onto a rock. "My body can't do this." "The body is willing," Lao Tzu said. "It is the mind that protests." They continued, and by the time they reached the temple, Lin stumbled through the gates, drenched in sweat. But he had reached the summit, something he never believed possible. Inside the temple, incense smoke curled like pale threads of mist. Bells chimed softly in the distance. "This," said Lao Tzu, "is where your training begins." Lin's first trial was deceptively simple. Sit in silence for 10 minutes. Lin thought this would be easy until the silence grew loud. His thoughts bounced like restless animals. His foot twitched, his shoulders squirmed. "I can't stay still like this," he whispered. "That resistance you feel," Lao Tzu replied, "is the same resistance that keeps you from everything you want." The second trial, sweeping the courtyard. Lin groaned as dust swirled and the broom scraped the stones. "This feels pointless." "Discipline is built in the unseen moments," Lao Tzu said. "Great strength grows from small, repeated motions." The third trial, fetch water from the stream to refill the temple basins. The buckets were wooden and heavy, sloshing water onto Lin's clothes. His arms burned, his grip nearly gave out. "This is impossible," he said. "Impossible?" Lao Tzu smiled. "Yet here you are, doing it." Day after day, the tasks repeated. Silence, sweeping, carrying water. And slowly, something began to shift. Not quickly, not dramatically. Quietly, like dawn spreading across the sky. Lin found he could sit longer without fidgeting. His sweeping became smoother, almost rhythmic. His trips to the stream grew faster and steadier. He realized it wasn't strength he had been missing. It was continuity. One evening, as the sun painted the clouds gold, Lao Tzu sat beside him on the stone steps overlooking the valley. "You believed discipline was a punishment," the old master said. "But discipline is the art of aligning yourself with your purpose." Lin looked down the long path they had climbed. It still seemed steep, yet no longer frightening. "Is discipline always this painful?" Lin asked. "It is painful only when you resist it," Lao Tzu replied. "When you accept it, it becomes natural. The river does not struggle to flow. The bamboo does not struggle to grow. They simply follow their nature." Another week passed. Lin no longer needed to be reminded of the tasks. He woke before dawn. He swept before the breeze scattered new leaves. He carried water with steady steps. And sometimes, when he paused, He caught himself smiling. The fear of effort had dissolved. On Lin's final day at the temple, Lao Tzu led him to the cliff's edge. The village lay far below, small and quiet. Nothing has changed in the village, Lao Tzu said, but everything has changed within you. You have climbed not just a mountain, but yourself. Lin felt it, a calm strength, a steady purpose, a quiet certainty. He no longer feared beginnings. He no longer waited for motivation. He no longer shrank from effort. As they began the descent, Lao Tzu said, "You are ready to live with discipline, not as a burden, but as a companion." When Lin returned home, people noticed instantly. He moved with intention. His eyes held a new steadiness. Tasks that once crushed him now seemed simple. He wasn't louder, tougher, or more forceful. He was aligned, as if he had found the current of his own life. When children asked him, "What happened on the mountain?" Lin would answer with the same quiet smile, "I stopped trying to escape myself, and that is when I began to grow." If this philosophy resonates with you, subscribe for more lessons from Lao Tzu and the path of the still current.